Speaking of both,
Yes.
BJ from Game Gumbo, I've got my guests here, Jon and Dean from MeepleTown. Tang Garden is a game that I have not played in physical form. I only played it online, but even online, I could tell, man, this thing looks stunning. And Jon, isn't the most important thing having a stunning game on the table?
Not necessarily, but I agree with Dean. Like, I'm not saying that components don't matter, because if you can get that really nice combination, and that is this game. This game actually does have some really nice thinky decisions, and it is beautiful. Now you do have like the stand-up things on the edges, and you do have to kind of get up and like look around certain times.
Yeah.
And that would be the only negative. But when you're done, you feel like, oh my gosh, we just built this beautiful garden, and it's cool.
Dean, what's Tang Garden about?
So Tang Garden is a tile placement game, and on your turn, you're either going to take a tile and place it into the garden. So essentially, you are trying to build up this beautiful garden so that people will come in and judge you, and you get points for that. Yep. So you can either place a tile to build the garden, or you can place decorations in the garden, and all of those things are just going to give you points, and they're going to move you up on your different tracks. That's really the gist of it. The gameplay is actually super simple. But when you get into it, it becomes a pretty complex, thinky game without a lot of rules, if that makes sense. It kind of feels like Carcassonne and then some other stuff onto that. But
my favorite part of the game, when it comes from a mechanic standpoint, is those crunchy, juicy decisions when you're staring at cards that you really want to keep because they have a cool special power.
Yes.
Yep.
But at the end of the game, I'm scoring points here. But at the end of the game, you're only going to score points if you move it to the graveyard or to the tombstone or to the memorial garden, whatever it is. I can't think of the name.
Yeah, I can't remember the call.
You basically retired. And I think, Jon, you actually talked about on the show, there is a game that has that mechanic, and I can't think of what it is.
It drove me insane, and I still can't remember what it is, but it's
Chat Crew. It's a game that you get a special benefit, but only as long as you hold the card, and eventually you have to put it into the graveyard to score points at the end of the game. And for the life of me, I can't think of that game. And it didn't come out that long ago. It's only within the last couple of years. So if the chat crew has some ideas.
Steve's saying Elysium, but it's been so long since I played Elysium. I can't really remember.
Yes. Matthew Dunstan game where in Elysium you've got the Greek gods, right? Greek gods.
Right.
And you're trying to chain up the effects on them. At some point, though, you got to bring them down to your Elysium. That's a good one there.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Hey, BJ, have you played Foothills?
No.
Okay, that's my jam. That's my jam. But you do that in Foothills, where you have action-based cards, but then you can get rid of one and it goes to the in-game scoring. But now you can't do that action anymore. Those are just fun decisions. You know what I mean? That's my favorite part of Tang Garden.
If I had a complaint about Tang Garden, and I think Dean, you were kind of hinting about it, or maybe it was Jon, one of you, that at least from tabletop simulator standpoint, and I don't know about it in person, it was really hard to see certain of the elements. They kind of blocked your view, and I'm always rotating and shifting and zooming in and rotating and shifting. And I forget which one it was. It was the trees or the platforms that were really, really tricky to see around. What was it like playing it from a physical standpoint?
Same thing. I think Jon mentioned this. I'm pretty sure we probably both mentioned this in the podcast, in the review of this. I don't complain about things being overproduced. I think this might be slightly overproduced because of that very thing. Seeing around the trees, seeing around the pavilions is pretty difficult. I know. I'm sorry. Forgive me for this, guys.
I'm pulling you over to my side, Dean. Come on.
I know it. But I mean, hey, I still love
foreign words. He's using this foreign language. I don't know what this means. But what overproduced? I have no idea. Hey, listen, if Tapestry is not overproduced, then no game is overproduced. No,
that's right.
And I like Tapestry. But
top 5 game for me. I love it.
Those built all time?
What?
Of all time? Top 5 of all
last
time?
year, you mean, right?
Oh, no, this will be a top 5 game of all time for me. Tapestry will be. Tapestry, not Tang Garden. Yeah.
We're getting the scoop on the show.
Yeah. I didn't even know that.
I thought we've had this discussion before. This game is amazing. Tang Garden is, but Tapestry is incredible. I love it.
Okay. So we're just to be clear, it's Tapestry that's top 5 of all time, not Tang Garden. But we did thoroughly enjoy Tang Garden.
We both gave it good reviews.
Or both of them top 5.
No. Tang Garden's not top 5, but it's excellent.
Tang Garden looks really good. I'm sorry that I missed the Kickstarter. I remember the Kickstarter, but I just didn't really take a close look at it. It's right up my jam. It's got tile laying. It's got special powers, and it looks awesome on the table. So I can't wait to try it. Nick
They
says
crushed it too. I think like almost $1 million or something
That
like
did
that.
almost. It was like 800 and something thousand pounds.
Yep.
That's insane.
Jordan says, hey, wish he could listen live, but he's got to record his own podcast.
Hey, Jordan. Good to see you, man.
Hello.
It's going to be up later on. Our buddy Chris Strain, man, we're throwing some good signals out to him. Chris is the designer of Asking for Troubles. We love to hang out with him at conventions. Got some foot problems. Chris, hang in there, man. And we need to get you back on the show, Chris. So, you guys, either one of you played Asking for Troubles yet? No?
I haven't.
I've not, no.
Super, super engaging, easy to teach worker placement game. You're looking for that first worker placement game to teach anybody, Asking for Troubles. And it plays up to 7. So
Okay.
how many worker placement games? And it plays up to 7 as well as it plays up to 3. So
I've seen this. It looks interesting.
Yeah,
I'll have to check it out.
And if enough people start buying it and playing it, Chris has more content. We could get more content for it, which would be beautiful. All right, so that is Tang Garden. 2 thumbs up from thumbs up from all 3 of us, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh yeah.